is instilled in this Bulldogs lineup.
Hahn. Snap towards goal. It's a vacant goal scorer. He's kicked the opening goal of the match, Mitch Hahn. Well, he kicked 3 goals last week against the West Coast and has started this game brilliantly for the Western Bulldogs.
Well, yes, he's one of the players that Peter Rowe would be hoping that keeps improving. He had a very good season last year, but that was an excellent goal on his left foot.
Yeah, only 9 possessions last week, but 3 big goals. Quick to clamp down on him.
Scotty Burns has got the go-with role with West.
Smith forced to drive long. Rawlings presenting as always. Had to go wide. Well done by Power. Read it beautifully. Jim Syracusa. Magpies with extra numbers. Bowden with the fly. Experience. His 5th game. Just 3 disposals last week. Pretty simple equation for him there. That'll make him feel a lot better. What's going on as you'd expect. The Dogs have got an extra man here. He can use his teammate out wide if he wants to. Could have gone short there to Hargrave, and now he does. And Hargrave, with the advantage paid after the free kick, gets it long to the square. Garlick's not bad over his head. And he shows that. Last week, kicked 19 goals, 11 last year. Should get this one, an experienced goal kicker. And he does the job, and the Dogs are away.
Will square the contest. Brad Johnson did it on that occasion.
Darcy and Fraser. Darcy gets to the front. Better read though by Fraser. Spill, Boyd, thumping kick goal. Oh, he's kept it. Super stuff. Matthew Boyd kicks his first. And the Bulldogs all of a sudden lead by 4 goals. And Matthew Boyd with the job this afternoon on the Collingwood captain.
Well, that looked all class, didn't it? Very comfortable shooting the goal. Just takes away from the pack. Of course, Buckley was sucked in towards the ball, but Boyd managed to get hold of it and slot it through. Great play.
He hesitated, tried to change his kick. Johnson now looks like he's got the job on Buckley for the moment. Got the clearing kick away. Well judged though by Wakeland. And again the Magpies can reload. And Loney is so dangerous. Burns makes a positive lead. He goes longer but wider for Fraser. Was it inside the line? It was just.
Well, that was the
Buckley.
Kicked 20 goals, 16 last year. 11 possessions, no goals last week. Very tight angle, wobbly kick, but he liked it straight away. And they're finally on the board with a goal.
23 minutes to register their first goal of the match. Gee, they'd like another one before quarter time. Fraser trying to get it down to Holland, but Gene Syracusa. Now Eagleton wobbles it high. Johnson's got a sin underneath it. Courageous effort. Couldn't hold on. Oh, chance for Cooney. Oh, good handling by Bowden. Runs to 30. Drop punt. Goal. So Bowden, the quick reply from the Bulldogs as Darcy comes from the ground to give Street a turn for the last few minutes of the first quarter.
I'll tell you what, I reckon the Bulldog players can get over to Brad Johnson. He stood underneath that ball, and what Wakeland did incorrectly there, he allowed the ball to go over the back. Brad Johnson, well done. He caused that goal.
In this opening quarter, distance beyond him, you would think. Lockett on the ground and standing the mark right on the 0 of the 50. He thumps it very long and right to the line. Rawlings almost. Cooney trying to get a boot to it. He claims it. Again, confusion. Absolute confusion. I think he's going to call it a goal. He is. Seeing what happened there.
Yeah, you just would have thought that you would have liked to have seen the goal umpire be a little bit more certain. definitely got to boot the ball. Whether it was over the line or not, only the goal umpire would definitely know.
No, I don't think he definitely did know. That was the whole problem. It's going to Collingwood, and it's going to Wakeland.
Well, he's got Fraser all on his own.
And he goes instead for Davidson. Grant has to be careful not to give away the free. Davidson too far out to score on earlier evidence. Fraser back in the square with Harris, calling for it, telling him to hurry up. Pumps it long, goes very wide. Rocker stood up.
Great kick.
But of course, 45 goals, 29 for the season. His fourth disposal of the day, his most important so far.
Left hand. It's either a wrist or a dislocated finger or a thumb at the moment, so I'll get some more on that and get back to you.
Thanks, Andy. Clement. He's got a loose player. Cole gets to him, sets him away. Little indecisive. Oh, he's run a long way. He's run too far, surely. No. Gee, he was lucky. I reckon he ran 20 metres then. Comes through to Lockett. Chance now for Collingwood. Lockett can run and kick a goal. Draw a player over the top. Chance for Tarrant. Loose player in the goal square. Oh, dear, they mucked it up. Rocker kick a goal. He does. Finally.
Darcy got West at centre-half forward, but back to Johnson instead. Trying to link up through the middle. Now Boyd can go here. Rawlings is deep and away to the left. Harrison on the ground. Provides an alternative and an effective one.
Now,
once again, we're going to see players kicking from right on or beyond the 50.
If we have a look at this again, Cloak was the loose player in Collingwood's defensive 50, and Harrison just snuck down inside 50, and Cloak just wasn't quite aware of his presence there.
Well, yeah, Wakeland looked like he had Harrison. Cloak looked for the deeper kick towards the square.
The handball, a little give off to Murphy with the run up, the momentum, and the 6 points. Excellent response by the Bulldogs, and well worked, because as I mentioned, we've seen quite a few players struggle to kick goals from there today.
Well, they have, and a lot of Bulldog players are getting in the act and kicking goals, but we just see this setup here where Harrison just dropped in short. Cloak thought it was going long, and that's what happens when you continually go long. The shorter options start to open up. Darcy, very hard to match up when he goes forward. They've missed that over the last couple of years where they haven't had that second tier ruckman.
And a tight, even second quarter. Prestige Como. Darcy, a little toe poke was enough. Was it Power? Goal! Oh, sensational stuff. Powers kicked it.
Well, he's got the football pedigree, Sam Power, in his 27th game. He kicks a terrific goal. It's been a few minor concerns about his development of the Dogs. Wins the tap. West gets the ball in the Johnson direction. Johnson and Johnson go for it, and it's the Collingwood version that, well, sort of wins out. Not quite. Nothing conclusive. Hahn putting his body in. Wakeland's been one of the Magpies' best today. Woden, Burns, and now Johnson. And they're into attack. Tarrant with the run. And well, just leap.
Well, that's what they've been struggling to do all day, really, is find the ball or mark the ball inside their forward 50. This is one of the few times, and this is a play that Collingwood are relying on to actually take a few grabs up forward.
So Chris Tarrant, he's directly in front of goal. You can see he's matched the 5 marks. Kicked 1 goal last year, 54 goals, 44 in round 13 last year. Kicked 3 goals, 2 against the Dogs. Sauntering approach, and he's done enough. It's a goal. Buckley leading off half forward, and that is a beautiful kick, and Nathan Buckley worked hard for it. Goes for Rocker, bounding out. Tarrant there as well. Misjudged leap from Harris, and he's been penalised. Kick went to Tarrant. He's taken 5 marks, comes in for his 13th possession. 2 goals 4 now for Chris Tarrant. Important blow for the Maggies. Last year, terrific mark taken by Bowden. Not such good delivery as he was trying to get the ball to Garlick. Didak treading water, waiting for an option, found O'Brien. That was clean and clever. And now they can combine through the middle. Wakeland being one of their best. Gives Rocker a chance. Davis, courageous. Had to go. He knew it. And most importantly, he took the mark.
Yes, well done, Leon Davis. Terrific kick by Wakeland. He knew that he had to put the ball in front of Leon Davis, and Leon Davis had the courage to stand his ground. Needs to kick this.
Twice he was dropped last year. Did kick 3 goals in the preliminary final, but had a disappointing day on grand final day. Got a good record against the Bulldogs though, and it continues as he threads a big one.
And 50, no. I thought the way Empire Markets was retreating there, he may have given away a 50. It wasn't to be. Dangerous kick. Johnson somehow got to it. Now a chance for Davis. What can he do? Leon Davis has been good since coming onto the ground. Probing kick to Tarrant.
And his direct opponent at the moment is Hargrave out of the goal square.
Great look at what confronts Tarrant. He comes in and he squeezes it through. Collingwood draw closer.
Points is the margin at the MCG.
Collingwood into attack. Fraser and Darcy. Fraser gets rid of Darcy and kicks a goal. Great stuff, Fraser. Magpies now kick the last 5 goals of the match, and well, some would argue a bit of revenge from that decision which was played as we watch it again, Steve.
Yes, and he does this time and time again, Josh Fraser. Really, the Bulldogs should have watched enough tape to know that around goals he often takes the ball out of a boundary throw-in, and well, he's done it successfully on that occasion.
The target judged it perfectly.
Goal square
Is vacant. O'Brien versus Smith. Smith gets back. Strong play. O'Brien persists. Gets help in the form of Locken. Smith did well, but the battle is not over yet. O'Brien. Back to Locken. He's a big kick of the ball. He winds up to put the Magpies in front. Oh, yes, sirree. For the first time in the day, the Magpies are in front of the MCG. And Shane O'Brien lost the first battle, but won the war as Locken kicked the goal.
Yeah, great kick, but Scotty Burns has been sensational this quarter. He's just rotated with Scott Burns, who's had 4 clearances.
Richards to Buckley. Hits his head, somehow gets boot the ball. Fraser drifting back, marks. Now Rocker's free. He chips it up. Now Burns has got to go here. Collingwood running to kick a goal for the Magpies. And the Collingwood machine slips into top gear. They've kicked 7 unanswered goals. And they lead by 10 points. Superb stuff in the centre from Nathan Buckley. How he got his boot to this ball, I will never know. He got penetration with it. Fraser drifting down. Kick wasn't great, put pressure on Burns, but he was able to stand his ground, almost take a strong mark. But Holland running from the centre square finished it off.
Well, the tide has turned. The Bulldog defenders under enormous pressure. The Bulldogs haven't kicked a goal for well over a quarter.
Hard for himself, but he ended up with the mark. Bulldogs just in the last 5 minutes have been able to at least even it up in the midfield battles. Wobbling a kick inside, attacking 50. Darcy, oh, that was brilliant to Rawlings, who kicks a goal. Great stuff. The tap coming from Darcy was exquisite, and Rawlings was able to dribble it through. A much-needed goal for the Bulldogs, and one that's been deserved after the last 4 or 5 minutes of play.
Well, yes, and clever play really by Luke Darcy, but the kick by Rawlings was also very well done. A player that spent a bit of time on the bench in this third quarter. He needs to stand up for the...
It's been tight and tough. Cole, look out, you're in trouble. Oh, he's got no one to give it to. Bowden sweeping handball. Rawlings, can he finish this time? He kicks and he goes! Jade Rawlings, having spent a lot of this quarter on the bench, has come back and had a real influence.
Yes, he has. Kicked two, missed an easy one, but this is the free kick off the ball. But the mistake by Cole really did hurt the Magpies. This was the one should have never have played on, and Jade Rawlings made him pay.
I wonder how serious that work is on his thigh.
Scott Burns is a loose man just sitting across the half-forward line for the Magpies.
Rocker, Davis is having his jumper held. The umpire spotted it. His advantage paid it is, and the Magpies are back in front. It'll be very interesting to have a look at that. Davis certainly was making sure the umpire knew that his jumper was being held. Tarrant now, his turn to be in the hands of the trainers.
He certainly had a handful of jumper Robbins, there's no doubt about that. And clever play from O'Brien.
This game plan at the moment, the Bulldogs, when they have gone direct, they've looked very, very good. But when they chip it around,
he set that one up for Grant. West has to go here. Tried to get it back to Darcy on his wrong side. Haphazard kick, but not bad. Eagleton's got to be strong. At least he kept his footing. Can wheel, can go. He needed to go. And he just sets it up for Rawlings. He got to the front and takes a wonderful kick.
to the next day, Jade Rawlings, 2 goals, 5, has spent some time on the bench today. But what an important shot for goal this one is.
He just has to kick the goal. And there was no doubt about that. He threads it through and the Doggies are in front. And 2 weeks in a row for Bulldog fans.
Mitch Hahn is deep in the Bulldogs forward line without an opponent.
Burns to centre half forward. Buckley courageously going back with a flight. Spills to Robbins. Hahn still loose. He's screaming for it. Gee, that's poor effort. Wade and missed the mark. Oh, little way here, the Bulldogs. Johnson runs in from 20 metres. He kicks another one. Bulldogs further in front.
Well, you called it, sir. 89 to 81. Darcy to half forward. Loney with the spoil on Harrison. Ground ball needed to be won. Johnson the wrong way up a one-way street, but he got away. Lucuria. The Magpies controlling it. Loney on his wrong side sets it up nicely. 2 goals, 1. Distance shouldn't be a problem. He made it look like a soda. Robbins running to try and create. Gian Syracusa without much room for a mistake here. The turnover came. Wakeland did well. Johnson to half forward. Big chance for Tarrant. Can he ride the bar? Davis. Oh, kicks the goal. And doesn't he
There was some great play there. We see Wakeland able to get it out, but Chris Tarrant was under all sorts of pressure here. He was clever enough to take on the tackler and get the handball across, and Leon Davis doesn't let him down.
Great turn from Tarrant, setting up the Davis. Breaks for him. Where will he go? Goes instead towards Davis. Eagles did brilliantly to get in the way. That's well played. Turnover. West. Street, look out. Oh, he broke the Davis tackle. Eagleton, by Wyland, tackles brilliantly. Another turnover. It's tight and tough. Tarrant, O'Brien. Cloak mark on attacking 50.
First touch of the day for Jason Cloak.
He kicks to a central location. Lockett needs to be courageous. It is. He was confronted by Hargrave, had to keep his eye on the football, and he did that, Matthew Lockett, and a chance from 30 metres directly in front as we watch the kick come in. And there's Lockett. He had eyes only for the football. Courageous piece of play. And this would be a dent in the Bulldogs' chances this afternoon. Magpies by 5. Kicked a superb goal in the third quarter, did Matthew Lockett, from outside 50. This regulation, he comes in. Magpies by 11. Collingwood with the last 3 goals of the game.
Back into play, and he gets Woden.
Centre half back for the Magpies. It's out wide, Fraser. Still plenty of time for the Bulldogs. Just 22 minutes played, final turn. Fraser, searching kick for Tarrant in amongst 2 Bulldogs. Gets to him. Tarrant, mark number 10. Inside attacking 50, Rocker. He's been a major influence on the match. From 35 metres, he's drilled it. Collingwood have their biggest lead of the match, 23 minutes in.
Enormous pressure, Rawlings.
He's played well again, but for his kicking. 8th mark from outside 50. He sets it up. Opportunity here for the Bulldogs. Bowden in front is marked. In front of Loney. And that's a good look at what confronts him. They need this, the Bulldogs. They need it. They trail by 16 points. Patrick Bowden. Kick 1. Now he's kicked 2. And the Bulldogs draw them within 10 points.
Put it on the chest of Leon Davis instead.
Fraser's got it. Running the clock down for the Magpies. There it is! They come from behind victory to Collingwood at the MCG. They had to fight for it. They led by trail by 24 points at quarter time, by 21 at half time. Kicked 5 goals to 2 in the third quarter, to trail by just 2 points at 3/4 time, and were able to finish off the match and run out eventual winners by 9 points. A courageous victory, Steve.
It was. They grinded the victory out. Certainly they didn't get off to a great start, but some disappointed Bulldogs players there. Luke Darcy had a sensational game, but for the Collingwood fans, well, a loss today would have been horrific.